Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It is the night before my third market of the year, and I'm just gonna try and pack what I can tonight because I have to leave out early tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna pack out some of that stuff. I'm going to pack up some of that stuff for tomorrow, so I'm not scrambling in the morning when I get up. So I'm going to do that tonight, and I still have to make out a flyer for tomorrow that I just thought about printing out to showcase the story of my business so that people know exactly what Lanacia Candles is about. So that is pretty much what I'm gonna do tonight. I just got home from dealing with my father and my stepmom's apartment. We are clearing it out this week and next week so that we can hand it over. It is over 40 years of stuff in here, so we needed to call in some reinforcements to help us today and kind of organize everything. So that is phase 2 of us clearing out his apartment, well, their apartment. And then phase 3 will happen on Tuesday when junk comes in and takes everything out. It is very emotional. It is very difficult to get rid of his stuff and my stepmom's stuff. And once it's all over, it's the close of this chapter. This is like my third home away from home, and I have to say goodbye to this one as well. So it has been a pretty emotional and difficult couple of weeks here. But with that being said, I'm handling it, me and my sister, and we are actually, will be pleased when it's all said and done. But aside from that, I am trying to focus on other things and get back to what I guess is a normal life. But I did wanted to show you guys before I close out today's video and see you all tomorrow. I did want to show you a couple of things that I bought for this market that will kind of help me organize the candles in their new storage bins a little bit better. So let me show you what I purchased from Amazon. So the lighting is kind of bad. I had to turn on my living room lighting. But what I didn't show you guys last time was, and I can't show the whole thing because I have like mail up above, but I bought one of these shelves here to organize my inventory and my candles, wax melts, stickers, and things like that, and my Cricut over there, just to get it up out of my room and give myself a little more space. So I'm kind of happy for this because I really needed somewhere to put all of this stuff and have it all in one spot. I have my wax melts here in these 2 bins, and they're actually keeping cool during this heat wave that New York is currently in. And then I have the boxes, of course, up here. But this is what I wanted to show you. So I have, and I made the purchase of these things here. Let me give you a better look. Okay, so on Amazon, I found these little foam things. Usually you put them in your toolbar. Oh my gosh. You put them in your toolbox. You put them in your toolbox, and it's like a cutout that you can do on it. So I don't know if you can see, but it has like little squares here. And these little squares you can form to whatever you want, and they just come right on out. So I did one for my big candles. So now I can put my big candles into the slots here in the crates. And I did one for my small candles here. So I think this one holds about 15 of them. And then this one holds, I think, 12 of the big candles. And then to deal with tomorrow's market, I simply made this one here. I feel like I'm covering my face, but I made this one here that has the big candles on the side and then the little candles in the middle. So we're going to see how this transports over to the market, and how well it holds the candles in place. I tested it out and it does pretty good. So I'm going to no longer put the inserts from the boxes in there, and I'm just going to use these, but I'm still going to pack it like I did the last time. And then finally, I also got this basket here for the heart-shaped wax melts, because for the past 2 markets, I really didn't have anything to put them in, and I just tested this out. I could put all 3 scents in here and put them on display, so I'm going to use that for tomorrow and see how it works and looks on the table. My table is going to be completely different because it's going to be 91 degrees, 91 to 94 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be very hot and humid. I'm praying that my candles don't melt too much out there. I'm going to have 2 ice packs in each crate to kind of help the inventory a little bit, and then I'm also going to put my sample tins into the freezer and pray that they don't mess up when I take them out, that the scent is there and everything. I've been doing some research to see if it actually works out, but I am rambling on. I am sweating because my fan is not on. So if you see the sweat on me, you know that we are in the middle of a really steamy heat wave going on here. But that is it for today's video. Oh, and as a side note, for the first time ever, I actually wore one of these types of shirts outdoors, and nobody laughed at me. Nobody said anything. I think because they were just in their own little world, and I was thinking too much about what other people would say or think. So I am probably going to wear more of those shirts outdoors more often until I get to this actual size of the strap there, because it was a little thicker. It's about that thick that I wore, and it was real freeing to not have sleeves on my shoulders. But I am proud of myself for actually going outdoors and having a little confidence in myself to wear those type of shirts outside. I know for some people it might not seem like a big deal, but for somebody like me who has been in t-shirts her entire life and not really show off any shoulder or wear any tank tops since she was a little kid, it's a big deal to me. So I thought I would just share that little thing, and it's a win. So but with that being said, I am going to see you all tomorrow. I'm going to try and film as much as I can, and then of course at the end we're going to do the recap of how this market goes. But that is it. I'm going to be done today right now, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow when I'm getting ready for the market. All right, so I am back from the market, and first off, I want to apologize if you hear my AC in the background, but it is how many degrees? 91 degrees, and it feels like 99 and it's humid. So I really need that air conditioner on. But we are going to get into the recap of today's market. Yes, I am recording the recap right after the market because after the weekend, I had between cleaning out my father's apartment, which still isn't done, and doing today's market. Tomorrow, I am taking the day off. I'll probably edit this video while I'm laying here in bed, but we are going to do the recap right now while I'm alert. All right, so I know that I didn't do my normal intro that I've done for the last two markets, but this morning I was running behind schedule. I had to do a couple of last minute things. I did pack the candles the night before, and I just really needed to pack my bag this morning, but didn't realize that I was just not ready to get up this morning. We had to be there before the doors opened, which was 10 a.m. So I kind of thought we had to be there at 8 because the gates for the vendors actually opened up at 8. But so as long as we were there within the 2 hours, we were fine. I packed up everything. I put some ice packs into both crates where the products was, and I headed off on my way to get in my Uber and head down to Grand Bazaar, NYC. Yes, that was the event that I was doing today. I managed to get picked for a spot, a shared spot in the New York Handmade Collective group, and I was excited because I had signed up to Grand Bazaar before then and I hadn't heard anything back from them. And this was the market that I really wanted to do. So I packed up everything, got in my Uber, headed down there, and I got there a little around 8:30, with a whole hour and a half to spare to set up. I had a shared space with someone who was bringing tent. She ended up coming around 9:30, so I really didn't put my products out because the sun was glaring down on me. I really didn't put any of the products out. I left them in the crates with the ice pack, and I waited until she came around 9:30. I helped her put up the tent, and then a little, I want to say around 10:50 was when I started putting, well, 10:45. I mean, sorry, 9:45. See, I'm already tired. 9:45 I started to put out the products, take them out of the crate and put them up there. I did change up my setting of my table for this one, and I'm glad I did because I kind of like this new setup, and I might be doing that going forward until, of course, it changes and I want to add something or just want to switch stuff around. So I put out my candles around then. 10 o'clock, the doors open, and there was already a little line at the gates for people waiting to come in. So they came in, and the market was off and running. So we sat there in the heat, in the sun. Well, it was mostly cloudy, but that sun really didn't care about them clouds because it was out the majority of the day, which made the temperature up under the tent extremely warm. I had three different fans running. Thank God I brought my power supply battery with me. I charged it yesterday the whole day and I brought it with me. That thing is a lifesaver because after today's market, I only use like one stick of it, and it has like four sticks on it that tells you it's charged. The market was there was a lot of people there. There's usually always a lot of people at Grand Bazaar because this is like a local market. So you're gonna have people who live here in the city. The majority of them come in and shop there, and they're looking to shop for excuse me, for items there. So it's not like Spring Fling that I did where it's mostly tourists there. But I just felt it was kind of hard to like push something that everyone thinks is just for the winter in the middle of a heat wave. But I did get sales on the day, so it wasn't a complete loss, and I did reach my well, no, I didn't reach my goal. Once again, I didn't reach my goal, but that's okay. That's okay. I got the vendor's feedback and I got my cab ride there back. But I did get 4 sales, and I got a what I believe is a mother and a daughter. They bought 2 8-ounce candles. Those were my first 2 sales of the day. And then it was a couple of hours in between before I got my next one. And then one of the vendors that was in the shared space that we all were in, she bought a small candle. But it was it was just hot. It was so hot, and it just took the momentum away from me. And there was a point where I kind of felt down. I felt like, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this for? Because as the people were coming in and they were looking at the candles, and my candles were melting at the table. My samples were melting, my candles were melting, my wax melts were doing great in this heat. But everything else was melting, and people were walking by, and there was a moment in the day where I just felt so less than, felt so low about it, because I'm watching people stop at other tables, and here I am sitting here with candles in the middle of a heat wave. So yeah, I did feel a little discouraged, but then it just turned from me feeling down to, okay, well, at that point, I had 4 more hours to go, and anything can happen in 4 more hours. And I managed to get 2 more sales on the day. So that lifted me up some, that I did get sales and I didn't go away empty handed for the day, despite the weather. Um, but yeah, it was an experience. It was an experience, and I think the weather pretty much took away from me fully experiencing what Grand Bazaar is for. So I didn't take many notes today. A lot of it was more of me just looking and seeing what I can improve and what I can do better. So the first thing I was thinking was, I need variety. I need more of a variety to my table, to my business. I Before I even started, I planned out the majority of the stuff for my business. I planned out when I was going to start introducing new products, different products, and eventually, hopefully, fingers crossed in the future, introducing a whole new set of a branch of the company. So sitting there at the event and sitting at the other event, and also my sister just putting it in my head, is that I need variety. I need different types of products so that people are not just set on candles and wax melts. People love the smell of the candles, but they want to see something more from it. So that's one thing that I was sitting there and plotting out. The second thing I think I was plotting out was my table. So if I'm going to introduce 1 or 2 new products, or even a whole new collection of candles, how is I going to set up my table? Right now, my table is set up for 8-ounce candles, 4-ounce candles, and wax melts. But if I introduce something like, I don't know, a bag or something like pillow sprays, or whatever the case may be, how am I going to set up my table? So I started to just brainstorm and envision ideas while I was sitting there waiting in between people coming to the table, of ways that I can set up my table. Now, like I said before, I did make some sales today. I made 4 sales today. I sold 3 big candles and 1 small candle. So let's get into how I did today. So I have my phone right here, and we are going to go ahead and give the rundown of what happened today. So my gross sales for today is $87.09, and my net sales is $84.44. I made 4 sales today, and my average sale was $20. There was no refunds and no discounts today because I didn't do any sales for today. Um, but yeah, it's not bad. It's my lowest so far, but it's not bad. So with all that I just said, the rundown of how my day went, the weather, and all of that, and my 4 sales, you're probably asking, Tammy, are you gonna do this market again? And the answer is yes. Yes, I want to do Grand Bazaar again. I would like to do a redo of this market because I feel like this market is going to be a successful market for me. It's just that today the weather was just not it for me. I feel like at this market, if I was to get into the fall market that they have, or even during the holiday market that they have, then it would be much better for me and it would be a better experience. So now I'm just going to take a break from markets for the next 2 months. I did apply for one in July for I picked July 28th. And then I want to try and apply for one in August, but I'm not really gonna like put any more applications out there for the next 2 months because I want to sit down and I want to start testing. Fall is coming and the holiday season is coming, and even though I'm not going to put a full collection together for those seasons because I'm still fairly new, I would like to maybe put out one special candle for each season. So for the next 2 months, I'm going to be testing. For that, I'm going to be testing and developing the next collection because I feel like I need another collection in there. And then I'm also going to be testing and creating new products outside of candles and wax melts. So I am excited for that. I am glad this market is over. I'm glad I'm not applying for any other markets. And I cannot wait for July 1st because that is the day I am going to start testing all of this. Um, and I also gotta order all the stuff for it. So I'll probably order all the stuff this week so that it could come in starting next week. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to try and record as much as I can of that process because I want to take you all with me so that you can see what I'm doing and see behind the scenes of how I test and develop some of these products that I'm doing. So yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I want to do more markets. I definitely do this year. It's not over for me. I'm just going to take a quick pause, handle my personal stuff that's going on with my father and his estate, and then work on developing these new items. So I am excited for all of that. I cannot wait. I was sitting there today just thinking about it and counting down the minutes and the hours. And I'm like, man, come next week, I'm going to be testing out new stuff. And I cannot wait to finally get those products on my table at hopefully the next market, the fall market, because if I get picked for July 28th, then it won't be ready by then. But hopefully by fall and the holidays, they'll be ready. So I'm excited to do that. So that was it for this video. I am going to close it out here. I am going to go get me something to eat, and I am going to get in this bed and relax because it has been a long weekend and I am tired. But that is it. I have filled you all in on everything that happened today. Sorry that I didn't talk during the event because I was in a shared space and there was a lot of conversation going on. So I just wanted to just keep it to um, just a nice little walkthrough of that event. If you like this video and you would like to see more videos of me doing markets in the future, then go ahead and hit that like button, put a thumbs up in the comments below if you want to see more, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified when the next new video comes out. You can also follow me on Instagram. All my links are in the description down below, as well as my Etsy shop. It's also in the description down below. I'm starting to try and build my email list, and right now, if you order from my Etsy shop, I know I don't have the new products up, but maybe when the new products come up, you take a look at it, and if you like something there, you can always order. But if you sign up to my email list, then you get 15% off on your first purchase. And you're also now in the know of when new stuff comes out because I have a whole list of things up here that I cannot wait to start working on and being creative and developing. But that was it. I'm done trying to sell you guys. I don't want to sell you guys. I just want to take you all with me on this candle journey here. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week and don't forget to show yourself a little more appreciation. So until next time, this is Tammy saying, take care, everyone.